Well, I am safe. Oh my Lord, what a day. I'm still sucking in the big ones. So, the day started with trying to have a look at my sails. Sorry, I'm breathless, so that's why things are a bit slow. Trying to have a look at my sails, trying to get the sails up. So I got the mainsail up, halfway got stuck. I couldn't get it any further. So I dropped the mainsail and packed it away. I put the jib up. So I've got the shades. And as you can see, it's hot. And I am absolutely now coated in seawater as well. Coated in sweat. Ugh. So I got the jib up, so I thought, okay, see if I can't take the boat for a sail and a jib. Because I haven't done that yet. So I then waited around for some help to slip, and there was none. So I ended up slipping from the dock myself for the first time too, which was, I mean, it's not really for the first time because I've done it before on other times, but this time it was a 20 knot wind blowing onto the dock. So that was a substantial challenge, but I got it off. Not perfectly, I might add, and I do need to review my process around that, but no damage, everything's fine. Just wasn't perfect. But I got her off, sailed her to Balmoral Bay and put the jib up. And we got some knots and made some way. So I turned the engine off. And I tried to, I'm gonna have to get new winches because they're just awful. They don't work at all. So I had to jury rig something to manage everything. The jib sheet kept getting stuck on the shrouds, so I had to go up and fix that. There's a big knot on it, so the knot kept getting stuck on the shrouds. So I had to fix that, and hot. The port side sheet kept getting caught on the cleat on the mast, so I had to go forward and fix that underway as well, which was a bit of fun. And then I tried to tack, and because of that thing getting caught on the cleat, that and a whole range of other things, I couldn't tack. So although we sailed in a straight line, we did not effectively get enough run up to be able to tack. And I couldn't get the sheet tight enough on the winches to get us to a point where we could get that speed. So I thought it's a bit of a dead end, so I throw that away, and so I dropped the jib. Obviously had to put the engine back on, drop the jib, had to go forward to flake it onto the deck, which was fun, leaving the tiller. It was a lot of leaving the tiller and trusting the boat today. So I was able to do that, and then I potted my very slow way down back to pick up a mooring to wait for the bridge to open, the spit bridge. And when I got there, the mooring line was into the wind. So the current was taking the mooring line northerly, and the wind was northerly, and the wind was taking my boat. So that was an interesting pickup. So I picked it up. But obviously there was some weirdness, and the upshot of that is that my boat hook got wrapped around the stern and luckily held together enough for me to pick up the mooring line on the port side of stern, port quarter, and then drop the now destructed boat hook and take that line back up to the bow and put it on. So, and then it took forever for the boat to right itself into the correct direction. And I was there for like an hour and a bit. So yeah, dead boat hook, but I have 2 spares, so it was perfectly fine. But, you know, obviously with all of that hoo-ha, it was a little bit agitating. Well, we got through it, had a break, and then had to time exactly the drop of the mooring to get through the spit bridge. And this is the first time I went through it with a heap of traffic with me. My boat's very slow, and the boats behind me were not, but they had to wait in line, and too bad for them. So anyway, that went all very well, and we got through, although it was scary, and by this stage the adrenaline is running hard through my body because there's been a lot of it today. And then there was the final big boss. So it took ages to, you know, against the wind and current, to get back to the mooring. And on the mooring is my dinghy. And my mooring is quite close to the shore. It's in 8 meters of water. I've got a 4-foot draft, 1.22 meters. But with winds in here, they can muck around a bit, and the boat can move around a little bit on the mooring, which is what was going on. There was a lot of boats, just like, it's 20 knots of wind, so they were just hammering around, and it was a bit dicey actually getting into the mooring field, because my mooring's right at the back of the mooring field, and everything else is full. So anyway, we got through and we approached it, and I had a plan, and I was able to execute that plan. The only difference was, and obviously I had to go up to the bow, so I pulled on the buoy and hauled up the mooring line, the big fat mooring line, but then holding on to that, which is also getting pulled back by the yellow buoy that's attached to the dinghy. So I had to hulk out. I was actually a little bit worried. I was like, it was vomit worthy levels of strength I had to hulk out with to get it onto the cleat, but we got it on, and I am not yet dead from a heart attack or an aneurysm. So hallelujah, Merry Christmas, everything is fantastic. We are on. I have battery for my dinghy, and tomorrow I head up to Queensland for a family party. So merry festivities wherever you are, and yeah, what a year, what a big finish so far, and may catch you around New Year's. Cheers.